Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Emma, and we are playing Dragon Age 2. Okay, so we visited Miro, like we said we would. Got to learn a whole bunch of cool stuff about Arlathon. Okay, so I know we're supposed to go to the Black Emporium, yeah? I kind of want to go to the alienage, Miro's home, Gamlen's house. Can't I just run around the alienage? I would like to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and do the Black Emporium first, and we can always come back. Oh my god, this looks almost exactly the same as it does in Inquisition. Is the bear here?
Customer. Thaddeus, stand straight. Places, everyone. Welcome.
Is it fucking Shale?
Emporium.
Dude, you took 7 years to say that. Hello, urchin child.
Don't manhandle the urchin. He's not for sale. Find your own.
You need to chill the fuck out, man. If I can even kind of figure out what you are. Is that it?
I am the great and magnificent Xenon, the antiquarian.
Didn't we get a letter from him, or to him, or something involving him previously? Oh no, are these just gonna be codex entries all around? Okay. A vessel of tears. Although this wax-stoppered vessel is clearly labeled tear shed during the burning of Treviso, many questions remain, not the least of which is, which burning of Treviso? When the Canary conquered it in 635 steel? When it was burned by the liberating armies of the White and Black Divines during the Second Exalted March of 752 Storm? Or when it accidentally burned to the ground in 862 Blessed after a dock hand knocked over a lantern in a warehouse full of lamp oil? That sucks. Even assuming the correct event could be determined, the question of whose tears had been collected remains. Presumably, not any of the numerous fire victims. Surviving relatives, perhaps? Nobles with summer homes on the Antivan coast? It should be noted that nowhere on the label does it say that these tears were shed in relation to the event. So they could have been the tears of a woman in Montsamard, weeping because she was not asked to dance at the last costume ball, unaware that at that moment, one of the greatest port cities of Thedas was aflame. I shouldn't expect any less from the Black Emporium.
Few people are worthy of an invitation, you know.
I know what this does, I don't know.
They search the sewers for the Emporium and accost poor urchin.
Doesn't he have a name? What?
And I tell urchin to say, no, you are not worthy. Starve in the sewers. Except urchin never speaks.
This is like a bad trip, you guys. I don't need to use the mirror because I had...
Those rare, enchanted goods are the prizes of my collection. As to socks, you can never have enough socks.
So says every grandmother in existence. Okay. This is cool. Because I know you guys were talking about easy weapon upgrades. Arlathon bow. But this would be for me. Oh, shit. Oh, but it requires too much magic. Yeah, it looks like this is out of my league for the moment. Oh, crap.
All manner of crafting lore gathered from throughout Thedas. Price is negotiable.
They does. I'm sure this voice actor had a lot of fun with this. Oh, look at all this shit I've got. I should equip this. Cool, that's all my junk. Can I sell all my junk? Cool. I don't know how much money that gave us. Cool. Yeah, I need to equip everyone when we get out of here. What is that? Is it like a mandrake or something? It's really gross and fleshy, whatever it is. I don't know what else I expected. Oh, cool. I did not expect this. I did expect it to scream or something. But more so when I touched it. Okay. The box of screaming. I received the box from a man I met in the Silent Plains. He spoke little and would not reveal his name. For reasons I shall not detail here, I had been kidnapped and left for dead in that gray, wind-blasted wasteland. After days of walking, I was parched and close to death. I was about to dash my head on a rock to speed my passing when a man arrived. He possessed a water skin containing ample water for a person traveling from our location to the Imperial Highway. From there, he said, I could find my way to Solus or Paravantium. He offered to give me the water skin if I agreed to take 3 things from him: a glowing crystalline shard, a bronze sphere, and an iron-bound box with no hinges. I asked the man if he wished to have these items delivered. He said that he merely wanted me to have them. It was an odd request, but I was too weak and too desperate to think much of it, and so I agreed. The man put the items into the leather sack, which he handed to me along with the water. What about you? I asked. He said nothing, only pointing the direction from which he came. There was nothing that way, I said. He merely smiled at me. I found the Imperial Highway about a day later, and a caravan driver agreed to take me to Paravantium in exchange for the large glowing shard. In Paravantium, I bartered the bronze sphere for new clothes and room at the inn. That night, I examined the iron-bound box and found no way to open it. I held it to my ear and thought I heard slow, measured breathing coming from within. My mind was afire with curiosity, and I obtained from the innkeeper a large hammer, thinking to smash the thing open. The moment the hammer touched the box, it shrieked. The shrill sound pierced the depths of my soul. I gave the box to the innkeeper in the morning and felt better for having rid myself of it. Fuck. That's crazy.
I'm tired of those plebeian items. Take what you like. No charge.
Oh, now this.
No charge, Thaddeus. You hear me?
This guy needs to get a grip. Cool. Oh, look at all this shit. Sweet. I'll equip us when we get out of here. Can we click on this? Oh, I forgot the apples. Arlathon! Okay, the pickled apples of Arlathon. I'm sorry we're starting out with codexes. I expressed my incredulity to the shop's assistant, who coldly noted that he did not like my implication. He insisted that every article in the Black Emporium was genuine. No fakes, imitations, or cheap knockoffs. I must have appeared unconvinced, for the assistant narrowed his eyes at me and disappeared into the bowels of the shop, returning several minutes later. He removed the jar of pickled apples from its display case and proceeded to carefully, reverentially remove the wax seal from the lid of the jar. I watched with fascination as the jar was opened and a single rosy apple pulled from it. It looked as if it had been picked just that day, at the peak of ripeness. With a paring knife, the assistant cut the tiniest sliver of flesh from the apple and presented it to me. The flavor of that one small sliver was astonishing. It was as close to a perfect apple as ever there was. I was experiencing the essence of every apple ever eaten, and that will ever be eaten. When it was over, the sense of loss that filled me was sharp enough to move me to tears. The rest of the apple was returned to the jar, which was then resealed. I paid 5 sovereigns for that single taste, and I believe I got the better part of the bargain. That's so cool. I love the fact that, like, well, because elves in so many different facets of lore are always kind of epitomizing perfection. At least they assume as much, you know what I mean? Like, elves always typically think very highly of themselves. They're more advanced in so many different ways, long-lived, etc., etc. So it only makes sense, you know, that they would have perfected stuff like this. So cool. Okay, now we can look at naked Andraste. Andraste anew repose invisible? Can stone lie with purpose? Can it beckon with raw, feminine command, yet shine with an inspiring virtue? That challenge was posed to sculptor Arwan de Glace, artisan and son of Empress... Oh, shit. Vienne? I know that's supposed to be French, but I butchered that so hard. Of Orlais. It was busy work and rhetoric in a time of excess, but answer he did, with the reserves of a nation and a passion unhealthy. His subject? Our Lady, but not as depicted in traditional statuary. Arwen's mad ambition summoned the form of Andraste, uninterrupted by the trappings of war, and devoid of the vestments she assumed after death. It was living, commanding, obscene, yet inspired. To gaze upon it was to be enthralled, spiritually and physically. It was the latter that alarmed Chantry officials. They blanched at the thought of Our Lady being possessed of such a base appeal, even as they, too, were drawn. The work could not be destroyed without threatening the balance between empire and hallowed, so a grave censorship was enacted under the guise of honoring. Enchanters were tasked with extending the ethereal that hides the fade, drawing it around the forum like a cloak. Our Lady remains in the stone and in this world, but mortal eyes are forever denied her treasure and glory. She is veiled in every sense. Interesting. As in all things, unintended consequences must vex those with pure intentions. Modesty would have been better served by a thickened sheet, drawn back when techniques were to be studied. As it is, the sculptor's skills are accessible only to an exploring touch. Defining the shape by intimate caress. All manner of strange congress has stemmed from tempted hands and the innocent wish for clarity. Oh, man.
Please, don't fondle Andraste.
It's exactly what that codex entry was implying. Hey, Gollum.
That's Gollum's name.
Oh.
It's Thaddeus Gigantus Crumbum.
Crumbum.
He's my favorite.
Are we done here? Can you let this poor boy go? You okay, little one?
Don't manhandle
Goodbye.
the skin.
Okay, I want to explore the alienage. Hopefully this is where I can get there. Okay, but I want to go, like, right outside your house. But I want to go here. Do I have to go to Lowtown then? Because I don't want to go inside of it. We'll see. Because I'm sure that her house shows up on the map, so maybe we'll just go that way to figure out where the alienage is. Hopefully. I'm still getting the hang of this. Let's see. Where's the alienage? Where's the alienage? Gamlins. So... Shit. It was that way, right? Fuck. I just want to go with the motherfucking alienage. Oh. Is this already the alienage? Okay. Lowtown is home to a squalid elven alienage. Here, like in most Thetis alienages, elves are packed into tiny rundown apartments and effectively segregated from the human population. Kirkwall's alienage is even more dilapidated than the rest of Lowtown. The elves go to great lengths keeping the place looking bright and festive. Vanadal, Tree of the People, standing in the middle of the alienage, is a symbol for elven pride and shared cultural identity, and is lovingly cared for. It's difficult to say if the elves would continue confining themselves to the alienage if they were given the chance to mingle. They may not admit it, but some feel that living among their kind is far better than living with the humans, no matter how terrible alienage life might be. I don't know why they wouldn't admit that. I feel like a lot of them would openly admit that. Okay. Oh! It's right here. Oh, the Merrill's house is motherfucking right here.
Templar jurisdiction. He's just a boy. He's an apostate.
Oh no. I'm suddenly involved.
I am sorry for your loss, mistress. But I can offer your son mercy only if he turns himself in.
I'm trying to find him, but...
The Templars cannot tolerate apostates.
It sounds like your son is in trouble. Is there anything I can do?
You heard all of that and still you would help? An apostate? Oh, thank you. I am Ariane. My boy, Fenrir. He's all I have. All my family. When I learned he had magic, I could not bear to send him to the Circle. But his connection to the Fade, it gives him nightmares. Dreams of demons speaking in his mind. I would rather lose him to the Circle than to himself.
Absolutely, unfortunately.
Did your son run away?
He learned I had contacted Sir Thrask. He felt I betrayed his trust. He thinks he can live free of the Circle. But I am afraid without proper training, he'll kill himself.
Also valid.
Those look like Dalish tattoos. Why do you live in the city?
I was born to the Dalish, but came to Kirkwall for a time and dallied with a human merchant, Vincento. When I found I was with child, neither Vincento nor my tribe wished the burden of an elf-blooded human infant. I raised Fenrir myself, here in the alienage.
Tell me the whole story.
I learned years ago that my son likely had magical talent, but we could not bear the thought of him locked in the gallows. So we hid. When the nightmares began, Fenrir still refused to contact the Circle. But I truly think they are the only people who might save his life.
What kind of dreams is he having?
He dreams of demons, calling to him, pulling him into their world. Every day, it grows harder to wake him. That is why I turn to the Circle. They are the only ones that can protect a mage from his own powers.
I don't know if that's exactly true. Oh, poor baby.
What exactly do you need me to do?
Just find him, please. Bring him somewhere safe.
God.
I don't know where Fenrir is gone, but there are 2 places you might start your search. Sir Thrask has been looking for him. If you speak to him in the gallows, he'll be able to tell you what ground he's already covered. And Fenrir's father, Vincento, recently returned from Antiva. He's a merchant in the Lowtown Bazaar. Fenrir might have sought him out.
I will not leave you fearful for a moment longer than necessary.
Look at her freckles.
He ought to have his own life. Out from the shackles of the Circle. Everyone should.
My husband Wesley was a Templar. They're not all fanatics to be feared.
Thank you. It has been a lonely time hiding. It's almost a relief to finally confront this openly.
Good to see you again, my dear.
How is your wife doing? Still recovering?
Weakness comes and goes, but I'm hoping for the best. Thank you for asking.
Okay, there we go. I was like, who's talking? Okay, let's help this lady really quick. So, screaming box. Thank you. Okay, so we're supposed to go.
Was he at the tavern later?
Not today. My sisters have me decorating the Venadol.
Haha, roped you in, did they? Well, good luck.
Can't talk to any of those people. Can't go in there. Can I talk to any of these people? Go in any of these buildings? Oh. Alienage culture. There have always been alienages. They have been around for as long as elves, and Shems have lived in the same lands. Ours isn't even the worst. They say that Valrio has 10,000 elves living in a space no bigger than Denerim's Market. Their walls are supposedly so high that daylight doesn't reach the Venedal until midday. But don't be so anxious to start tearing down the walls and picking fights with the guards. They keep out more than they keep in. You don't have to live here, you know. Sometimes a family gets a good break and they buy a house at the docks or the outskirts of town. If they're lucky, they come back to the alienage after the looters have burned their house down. The unlucky ones just go to the pauper's field, which is a graveyard. Here we're among family. We look out for each other. Here we do what we can to remember the old ways. The Flatiers who have gone out there, they're stuck. They'll never be human, and they've gone and thrown away being elven too. So where does that leave them? Nowhere. Serethia, Haren, at the higher alienage. Oof. Yeah, I'm sure there were those sentiments. But jeez. Oh.
Thank you very much for the help earlier, Varric.
Oh.
You made it back to the alienage in one piece, then?
I don't know how I wound up in Darktown. There are just too many corners in Kirkwall.
Still got that ball of twine?
I left it at my house. Don't worry, I won't get lost while we're following Hawk.
Bring it next time, Daisy. Just in case.
I like how Varric's sweet with her. Varric is sweet with most characters that I've... Wait, which way? Where am I? This way? Let's look at all our things. Yeah, that's where I want to go. I want to do Wayward Son. And what was the other place? We're supposed to talk to that Templar, which I'm going to hopefully avoid. But I want this crate.
Not a step closer. No refunds on the ashes, friend. If the Maker doesn't favor you, that's between you and him, isn't it?
Okay, whatever. I'll deal with you later.
Where are you going, darling?
Gross. Okay.
Andraste's grace be with you.
Thank you. Okay. Let's find Dad. Okay, Dad, let's do this.
Greetings, my lady. You look like a woman who'd appreciate the finest rubies from Antiva raising her lovely neck. I bring only the best northern merchandise to the free marches.
Actually, I'm more interested in your son.
My lady, I'm a bachelor. I've never met a woman of sufficient beauty and charm to tie Vincento down.
That's the best you can do with a guard staring you in the face.
Let us not ruin the day with such weighty thoughts. Perhaps I could show you my silks.
What is that?
We're not Templars, Sirrah. Fainriel has nothing to fear from us.
What did I just do?
Maldición, you are a mage. I suppose you'd be kind then to a boy who resists being taken in by Templars?
To an elf-blooded child abandoned by his human father?
Whoa!
Of course we would.
The boy's in over his head. So I sent him to the only man I know who doesn't despise mages. A former Templar named Samson.
Is this the same Samson from Inquisition?
Why would a Templar help him?
His conscience plagues him, having served the Templars too long. He now helps mages on the run.
My man.
He stays out of sight during the day. At night, he stays near Darktown. That's the best place to find him.
So I'm tempted to go talk to the dude in the gallows, the Templar, for the sake of doing the quest, but I can't bring myself. Because I know that dude's just trying to hunt him down, and he was already, like, threatening his mom, so fuck him. So rude. Sorry, Aveline. Templars aren't nice dudes for the most part. Okay, so we need to go to Darktown at night. So we need to leave area, right? You leave area, switch it to night, and then head to Darktown. Yes. It needs to be nighttime. Wait. What is this? The gallows? No, 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 no. That's not where I want to go. Where's fucking... Oh, the Darktown's the rat. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, I don't want to go to... Oh, this is awful. This game is so depressing. Like, don't get me wrong, there's something to be said for, like, almost dying to the blight. But, like, God, the sheer amount of, like, emotional and physical oppression is just... Oh, this artwork, too. It just gets me. Okay. Is that stairs? What is that? It is stairs. Can I go in there? Guess not. Okay. Let's figure out where the fuck... What? Why are we doing this? Why? I like how this woman's just like, hey.
Mind me never to get on our bad side. Seems to be unhealthy.
All right. That, okay. Oh, did he just have a wooden practice sword? Okay, there's a quest there. Let's look at our map. What? Oh, hey! I forgot about that quest. Locks of the Golden Fool. Is that what I'm on right now?
Those shits better pay up.
Okay, bye. Aha, this is where I want to go. So is this like the slums of the slums? Because there's already Lowtown. Hi.
Tom Wise?
Huh? Oh, Hawk. Haven't seen you since we did that job together for Athenra. Been a while. Heard you're going on some expedition into the Deep Roads. And right into Darkspawn territory. Sure that's wise?
We can't all make a living in the Undercity.
Just watch your back. That's all I'm saying. Say, you still in the market for some poisons? Athenril's scarce these days. And the coterie have their own mixers. You find any rare reagents and want me to whip you up something, just let me know. In fact, since you're an old friend, here's a recipe. My speciality. Everyone needs an edge sometimes, right?
Thank you.
I've never met a dwarf before.
That's because you've spent too much time frolicking in the woods, Daisy. Dwarves don't frolic.
Dalish don't really frolic either. Not in the woods, anyway.
You have sanctioned frolicking areas?
No, just not in the woods. The trees get jealous.
But you do frolic.
Of course we do. We wouldn't be elves otherwise.
I love her. She's so cute. Okay, I am interested about this elven radicalist.
Something.
Oh?
A strange turn. Thank you.
You're dressed so nice, my friend. I wish we could have had more of a conversation. Okay, so order poisons and grenades? But I don't want to. I don't want to. I'll never use it. Okay. Oh, good. It just made the quest thing go away. I thought the boy was here. So I guess it's because it's the only part of our map that we've got cleared up. Oh, I don't know where to go first. There's so many different passageways. Okay, okay. So... Shit. There's so many places to go. I don't know where to go. Let's go straight down first, and then we'll work our way back. Oh? Are we doing this again, boys? Come on, people, let's not. I don't want to hurt anybody. Oh, look at Barrett go. Fuck. Good job, Meryl. Burn him to a cinder. I gave her firepower. I like to give people like themed ones so I know who's doing what. So if I need to adjust shit, I can. I wish I could give you things. My one bone to pick with this game is that I would like to give people my money, and BioWare won't let me. This kills me. Oh, I thought we were actually gonna pick it. Deathroot has been used in magic and potion making for centuries. It's a fragile-looking plant with a thin stalk and purple flowers, which fruits once a year, developing bright, red, fleshy paws that cause disorientation and dizziness if ingested. There are two varieties. The more common Arcanist deathroot was first found by Archon Hadrianus when he discovered it growing in several dead slaves. The other, Lunatic's deathroot, is more closely associated with the story of the courtesan Melusine, who sought revenge on a powerful magister and his family. She harvested the plant, baked it into small pies for the magister's banquet, and presented them to the magister at a banquet. All the guests were seized by terrifying hallucinations after eating the pies and tore each other to pieces. Well, fuck. These plants have interesting histories. Okay, let's find this boy. Looking for Samson. Oh, I already don't like the sound of this. Who the fuck are you?
Mind your manners. This is my territory.
Human trafficking is wrong, dude. It's very, very, very wrong. Oh, I don't like where that bullshit's going. I don't like where that's going one bit. Okay, so we did explore. Yes. So let's get back this way. At least the map makes it easy to get around. I mean, okay, yeah, we gotta go this way now. Oh, hello, Sack. Thank you. I know there was something right there for the Tevinter Imperium. Guess not. Here's an explanation for Darktown. How long is it? Okay, good. Darktown was once a mine controlled by the Tevinter Imperium. Once exhausted, the mine shafts were extended under the city to dispose of sewage from Kirkwall's overcrowded population of slaves. Unsurprisingly, the tunnels became a refuge for those fleeing captivity. A similar trend continues today. The Undercity, as some call it, is home to the diseased, the insane, to criminals, and even the dead. Unwanted corpses are often discarded here by murderers and lazy undertakers. Darktown's slums make Lowtown look pleasant in comparison. The foul miasma known as Chokedium clogs and swells in every corner of Darktown, creating a poisonous mist. Its sewers are a dangerous place. The walls are damp, slick, and coated with phosphorus and lichen. The sewer is a maze, and one foolish enough to enter is not likely to be heard from again. Fuck. It's really sad when people are forced to such ends, you know. Aha, here was the Tevinter.
What a hole these gems carved.
Yep. I'm sorry for so many codex entries today. The Tevinter Imperium, for good or ill, the Imperium has put its stamp on Thedas forever. The old Imperial Highway is still in use across most of Thedas. The ruins of Tevinter Fortress and centers of magical studies still litter our landscape, long after the glory of the Imperium dimmed. But the influence of that ancient empire goes deeper than this. Without Tevinter, there would have been no Blights, no Andraste, no Chantry. Every aspect of our world would be altered. It's really interesting, I didn't think about that. The might and majesty of the Imperium may have faded, but it still makes its presence known, even in the most distant corners of Thedas. Every child has been brought up on stories of Tevinter as it is now, a decadent nation ruled by the Archon and his court of magisters, great and no doubt corrupt mage lords. Their chantry a mockery of our own, the Black Divine a man chosen from the ranks of the Minrathis circle of magi, The Maker's most hallowed law, magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him, perverted. But that's your opinion. That's obviously not their opinion, which is hard because like religious texts are so subject to interpretation. People twist that shit all the time to serve their own ends. Mages in the Imperium say their most sacred duty is to serve man, and that they serve best by wielding political power. See? And the worst, that which blessed Andraste must weep to see, all of it is built on a foundation of slavery. While most nations forbid the buying and selling of slaves within their own borders. How? Logain. Nearly everyone ships her people to the Imperium for sale, skirting the prohibitions against such atrocities, and feeding the Imperium's endless hunger for bodies. To fight the Canary, to work the mines and quarries, to build the palaces of the Magisters, to sweep the crumbling streets, and turn the middens, and serve at the whim of their mage overseers. Ooh, there is nothing quite as atrocious as slavery.
Rather be free down here, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. Is this where we came in? That's where we came in, right? Okay, so let's head off this way. Man, we're gonna explore all of Darktown today. Oops. Yeah, nothing in the corners. Just trying to check under the stairs and shit, because that's where you find goodies.
Can't make the shivers stop.
Ugh, those statues. Why doesn't someone tear them down? Oh, there's somebody's house back this way? Who lives here? I don't want to do that yet, because that's the quest that we need. Oh?
I don't think I can do that.
Now, why isn't our friend here? Did I do this incorrectly? Isn't it at night? It doesn't look night-ish, but I mean, like, that might just be the game mechanic, you know, because you can't necessarily have it that dark.
Stayed in the alien age.
Go find the Dalish. It's a better life, I think, at least.
Break some heads tomorrow, maybe.
Okay.
Good payday.
So, it is night. Did I misunderstand? Oh, is he in a fort? Maybe Samson's not in Darktown. Maybe he's in Lowtown and I just misheard. I can't remember.
These streets should be safe at night. Care to help out with that?
If that's what you want. Oh. Hi, Samson.
Old Vincento said someone might come sniffing around. You're looking for the boy, right? Feign something. I'll tell you now, there's not much I can do for you.
What happened?
I'm looking for a retired Templar named Samson.
Retired. Sounds better than burned out husk of a Templar begging coins in the choke damp. They don't do anything to keep you, you know. You join the Order, you're free to walk away. But they're the only ones who got the dust.
Absolutely, which is another atrocious thing the Chantry has done.
The dust?
Lyrium, an ore the dwarves mine. Magic in its raw form. You need to drink the stuff to face down the magicers. Problem is, if you ever try to stop, just about kills you.
Is it true you give aid to apostates fleeing the Templars?
The mages I help, they're no more than children, newly discovered their magic and terrified. Barely left their mother's skirts, and now we're saying they got to be locked away for their own good. That demons are hunting them. Do you wonder they run?
Did you meet the boy?
Afraid so. Blighter was dead broke though, not a silver on him. I helped one mageling for free, and I'll never get paid again.
Charity to a point, I see.
Get him, Aveline.
I pointed him to a ship captain I know, Rayner. Sometimes he'll take on runaways. Took another apostate last week, girl I sent him. Might have gone wrong though. I heard rumors he took the both of them captive instead.
So your good friend's a kidnapper? Can't say I'm surprised.
Not a friend. Just someone who's not afraid to try this business. Rumor has it, Rayna had the pair of them locked inside a Keys warehouse, somewhere close to dockside. You want to go looking? You might find the lad before he gets ransomed to the Templars. Or worse.
What kind of person are you to do that? Okay, this is gonna be our cliffhanger point. That shit's atrocious. Trafficking is bad, guys. Don't do it. Don't think I have to say that, though. God. I was like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna sympathize with this guy because he's helping the mages into Templar. No, not really. Only if he gets paid. Otherwise, you're just equally fucked. Ugh. The rants are going to be so real. Okay. So, this is definitely where we're going to leave off. And next time, we're going to go rescue those poor little elf kittens. And maybe non-elf kittens, because I don't know if that girl's an elf or not. But still, life is life, guys. You don't sell people into slavery. I think that was like basic human decency. But I digress. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you next time.